Good morning, Canadian Yarn Hoard. My name's Alyssa, and today I'm just going to be making this coffee cup cozy. The cup fits in there. My cup's actually full, so I can't put it in right at the moment, but I will show you by the end. I did try to do this one, so just white around. It didn't come out with the way I liked it, but if you wanted to, all you had to do was keep continuing with the white in between the color. That's the only difference between the two. So I'm going to move you to over the overhead cam, and let's get started. So for this, you're going to need, I think it's 8 different colors. So we're just going to count them out. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you need 7 colors. You can see them all. I will link the cotton yarns in the link below. This one I think is just a super saver, and I do not actually know where I got this one. It is just one I have kicking around. So this pattern, you want to start with the white, and you're going to do the base of the rainbow in white. We are going to be using a number 4 hook, which I'm not sure. There it is. There's my 4 hook. And let's get started. So if you are a returning viewer, thank you very much and welcome. If you are new, welcome. Glad to see you. Nice to meet you. I do hope to earn your like and subscription. We are making right now just a magic ring, and you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and you're going to do 6 single crochets. So I would love to hear from you, and any questions, comments, or concerns below. If you just want to say hi, if you have a channel you want me to check out, I love to do all of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now the next rows are going to be increase rows, and you're going to be increasing in between each stitch for each row. So this row will be in a complete increase stitch. So you're going to go in your slip stitch, come right through, you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then you're going to do 2 single crochets, which is an increase in each stitch. So you're going to increase in each stitch. And that will be your first full row after your first initial magic ring row. I guess your first worked row. And you're going to continue this, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie that tail in. If you're a returning viewer, you will know I hate tails. And this is why I hate making magic ring tails and not tying them in, because they do unravel like that, and that drives me crazy. So I'm going to slip stitch here, pull, and then I'm going to tighten this up. As you can see, it's supposed to be nice and tight, and it likes to pull itself in. This also helps keep your work neat. You're gonna have to do it anyways, so if you do it at the beginning, then it's done and you don't have to worry about it. And then you don't accidentally grab it and work it in, which I've done before, and it sucks when you do that. So you just kind of work it around the first 6 stitches, tightening up as you go. I like to go all the way around because it's not likely to work itself out. So you just go all the way around, making sure you've completed it. And then you're just gonna trim that. And now you're gonna do your next row. And your next row is going to be, yet again, another increase row. You are going to continue to increase for, let me check. So your increase rows were to that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 increase rows. So you're going to have 5 stitches in between each increase. So now what you're going to do is 1 increase, or 1 stitch, and then increase. Now you're going to continue this until you have 5 stitches in between each increase. So this row is 1 stitch and then you increase. The next row will be 2 stitches and then you increase, and you're going to continue that until you have 5 stitches. And I will come back when we do that, and I will show you then what we do next. Okay, so I have my 6 stitches in between each. I decided this one was 5. I wanted it a little bit larger for around the bottom. So what you're now going to do is you're not going to increase, but you are going to chain 2, and you're going to single crochet 2, 4, 6, 7. So you want to do these one on each center. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a stitch marker. So I fold it in half, and I want that one. So that's the exact, oh no, I didn't get it right because I didn't have it completely folded in perfect half. I ended up making the mistake of folding it to that one. So I don't want to do that. I do want to fold it in half perfectly. And then I'm just going to grab another stitch marker, put it in, and now you're going to knit, or crochet, sorry, to the stitch marker. So you're going to go over to the stitch marker, and in that spot where the stitch marker is, what you're going to do is you're going to do 3 double crochets. So you're going to keep going. And now that you're at the stitch marker, like I said, you can take the stitch marker out. You just wanted to make sure you knew where you were marking it. So you take it out, and now this one you're going to do 3 double crochets. So 1 in the same hole, 2, 3, and now you're going to single crochet all the way around to that stitch marker. So I will be back when I get to the next stitch marker. I'll just show you again how we did it, and I will be back in a second. So now that I've gotten to it, to this other stitch marker, we are going to pull it off. You're going to make another 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and then you're just going to finish off the white row. And we'll change colors after that. So I will be back after I finish the white row. So to there. Okay, so now that I've gotten the white done, we're just going to pull the white and finish it off. So that will be the white done. So you can put the white away now. It's over there. So the white can go away now. And the next color you're going to want is the purple. So that's your first color you're going to work with. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to darn in this end so that it's not in the way. Because you're not going to work rows anymore. This is actually going to be a little different. And what you're going to do is you're going to work on the actual rainbows. That's it. So I'm just going to darn that in. And now what you're going to do is you're going to come over to the purple area where you would put the purple one. So I'm going to put it right there, just before the 3. So that's the 3. There's 1. So 2 stitches before it. You're going to make your loop. Now with this one, you're going to go into that first double crochet one, and you're going to do 2 single crochets. And then the next one, you're going to do 2 single crochets. And you're going to do that all the way over the hump. And then you're going to come to this last one, and then you're going to single crochet, or you're just going to slip stitch the next one. You're going to turn, you're going to miss the slip stitch, and you're going to go into the next one. You will not increase on this row, so you're just going to do each and every single crochet as you got it. That is not how I meant to do it. Okay, so what I am going to do is that is the last one, and then you're going to want to come here, grab your hoop, pull it through, and then you're going to start your single crochets this way. And we'll do that a few more times. Each color change you will get, you'll have to do that, so it won't be too bad. You'll get used to it by the end. As long as I'm in camera, it's all good. So you're just going to keep single crocheting along. As I said, this one does not increase. So here, what you want to do is, because this is your last one, you're going to want to pull the purple, cut it, and you're done with purple. So now you got your blue. Pull your blue through. And then you're going to want to come here with your blue. Come through. Now, that one, you can darn it in now. You can wait, probably wait a row or two, just so that I can get it going. So then you're going to one single crochet, and then this one will be 2 single crochets. And you're going to do that all the way across the rainbow. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. And actually, you're not done with the purple and that, it's just you're done on this side. Now that one, what you want to do is come through, grab your yarn again, grab your working loop, pull it through. Now you're going to do 1 all the way across. And as I said, you're going to do this all the way through your colors, increasing a stitch in between your increases. This will be the inside of your work. So this will be what your coffee cup inside your work. As you can see, that's the one good side. That's the inside because you got your cutoffs. And that way you can have your ends on the inside and not worry too much about them. So you want to do that one. And then you're going to want to change to your green. So now we got, I'll grab the green. There's my green. And so this one we're going to just pull through. Oh, this one's being frustrating. So we're going to pull through. Come over here. And you're going to pull it through again. And then you're going to 1, 2, increase. 1, 2, and 1, 2, increase. 2. Now I will darn in these ends now that I'm far enough away from them. Just like I said, to keep them out of your working row, to keep them out of your way, to keep it so that your work is clean and you're only working with one active yarn at a time. And then you can just double back it. And you are going to do this exact thing on both sides. When you're finished this side of colors, you can go and do the other side. And you're just going to keep changing colors the same way. So you're just going to keep changing colors after 2 rows. You're going to change to the next one, which will be peach, and then pink, and then yellow. And then you will do the second side. I won't do the second side with you at all. I'll come back at the end and I'll show you how to finish it up, but I won't bother with the second side because it's the exact same. So there's those two. So it is 1, 2, increase, 1, 2, increase. So 1, 2, increase. You're going to have 1. Come through here. You're going to pull it through. Making sure it doesn't split on you. And then you're going to just single crochet each stitch as it comes along this row. I will be back when we finish the next 3 colors on the other side to show you how to stitch it up, and I will show you how to finish it off. Back in a minute. Okay, so I just measured it on my cup. This one is 5 stitches in between on the white, between each increase. And this one is 6 stitches in between each increase. Now, I have noticed that it is a little large for my cup. So it is a bit large. It's going to be a little larger at the base. So what I'm going to do is, first off, I'm going to tighten that up. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Because if you make it 5 increase, like I did here, you do that. I just didn't like that it wasn't quite as tall on the cup, so I was trying to make it a little bit taller. It didn't quite work to the way I hoped, but you could not do the increase 6 and you could do the extra couple of a row or 2 to give yourself white base. However, what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to come on the inside, put that on the inside, so that I have it all on the inside. And I'm just going to grab these stitches and just kind of tighten them up. So it just makes a bit of a tight. So there's that. So now that side of my cup will look much better. So now my cup will fit on that one really nicely. So you have a bit of a cloud poof there and a cloud poof there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run, because I want to get so you're going to want to get right about there. And you're going to come in and you're going to chain 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm going to trim that, and now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to attach it right about there. So there's your handle to keep it on your cup. Looks like I could actually pull a few out and maybe only do 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will be our 5. That is where I'm going to run the thread. So we will have a 10 chain for the handle. And then you're just gonna try and weave it up and in. And then you're just gonna keep weaving this through to the other side. So that way it won't come undone on you. Just keep weaving your ends through. And as I said, so if you wanted to use the single crochets in between each row, or in between each as only 5 and not do the 6 increase, you will have a little bit tighter at the bottom. I didn't want that. I wanted to see if it would help it. Didn't seem to work, but that is what it is. So I'm going to tighten this one in. And don't mind my cup, it's not the cleanest today. I've already had a tea in it, so I imagine it's a little dirty. Just gonna darn that in, trim it, and there you have a rainbow coffee cup cozy. So there's that one. As I said, that's the 6 stitches in 6 increased stitches. If you didn't want to do that, you do the exact same thing, but you just do 5 increased stitches, and it's a much tighter fit. Like I said, I was just trying to get it to go up a bit higher, but my guess is just do a couple more rows on the bottom before you do that row, if you really wanted to. But either way, there you go. I hope to see you again. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye.